Welcome to the Lavender Octocast. We use a bot named Craig to record, and it terrifies me.
Don't say that. What the
That's why I
hell?
said demon first episode. No, it's great because Craig, right? Craig's got this whole thing. He joins in this demonic fucking voice. It's just like now recording, and I'm like, oh, okay. Which is why at the beginning of the first one I said demon because it scared me the first time.
Anyway, oh my gosh. Anyway,
Fuck Craig.
anyway,
Love you, Craig.
welcome back to welcome back to Lavender Octocast. I'm Druz, joined again by the one and only Ripper. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thanks. Contemplating my life and also Craig.
Yeah, so it actually was terrifying. I completely forgot how Craig worked,
It
and then
is.
just all of a sudden it's just doo 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 now recording. I'm like, what the
Yeah, it literally sounds like what you hear directly before an animatronic tries to rip out your spine. Like it's intense.
You turn around, it's just Freddy Fazbear. Uh, now
Yeah.
recording your death. Anyway,
Oh man, what a
we're
nightmare.
back on the topic of hypotheticals. Yay!
Yeah. The only thing that we'll ever talk about, apart from if
We'll
we
probably find
change.
something better to talk about.
Until then,
Hopefully, we find something better to talk about.
hopefully.
Anyway, so once again, I have a list of random questions that we're just going to go through randomly. This time, it's a different website with actually hypothetical questions, not just questions. So this is actually from hypotheticalquestions.com. It's actually a website. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's beautiful. We figured out how to get random ones asked, so we don't have to use a random number
Exactly. I can just click
generator
this thing that
anymore.
says random, and then like the first thing that pops up is like, if you're a robot, would you want to know?
Yeah, and
Anyway, we're not
yeah,
using that one. We're
right.
not using that one. That one's stupid, but no. So
Well, I already answered it.
what caught my attention was the third one, and the third
Oh,
hypothetical question is this is great. Would you stop 9/11 if the trade-off was erasing your entire family?
no. I mean, whoa. So, so the other thing is that I'm in Australia, so 9/11 directly impacted me, but it did impact lives
Yeah,
of many. But it also impacted history. So history from 9/11 onward changed,
right?
right? So if you stopped 9/11, I don't know what detrimental
I
things
mean,
would
like,
change.
that's the thing that I was
Like,
gonna bring up too, is, like, 9/11 was such a big impactful thing on the national security of the entire airport security, TSA, all these other things, and also it impacted the Middle East and our relation to the Middle East, our relation to other countries in that area. And so how much would have actually changed if we never even had that happen? If 9/11 never happened, how much would have like just been different? Because like we don't know if we would still have the same presidents or if we would have a strong nation here in America, or if it would just be just calm for that entire duration, or if something other drastic would happen. Because like, what if? Yeah,
yeah,
because
like
like, what
small
if?
things. Like, what if comedians stopped happening, right? So not comedians altogether, but what if the line of people that had jobs that came afterwards, like certain comedians, like Pete Davidson, he lost his dad in 9/11, and if he didn't lose his dad in 9/11, which is when he was really young when he lost his dad, would he have still become a comedian, for example? The lives not only of like, of course, lives were lost, but lives changed drastically for everyone that lost someone. Loss changes everything.
Yeah, like we have to like we don't even know how many children or like relatives of the people who have actually passed away from that event has gone on to become something great or even better because of it. There are so many different things that could have changed in our world if it didn't happen. And so whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, who would know? Because something I was going to bring up is, let's say 9/11 didn't happen, but let's say something bad still happened in the United States. So maybe it's not 9/11, but maybe the Pentagon got blown up. Like 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 the cause of one thing not happening could result in something else just as equally bad happening.
It's very bizarre how like those sort of questions are completely based off of not really even the family thing. Like the family thing, of course, I would still say no because I like my family a lot, and there are a lot of like I value them way too much, and it might sound selfish, but I value them too much to bring back people that have died in that event because like it's not my loss. I'm in Australia, as I said.
Yeah, I get that. I see that. And for me, I don't think I would trade off my family either. And like some people might see that as like, oh, kind of mean, but it's really not. If you think about it, how many people would actually give up their family, their blood, the people that birthed them? The maybe if you're married, you have your own kids and you have your own personal family. Would you quite literally just watch them die to save however many people were in those two towers? Like, well, not even just the towers, the planes that crashed in the
We don't
Pentagon and the
really
other plane.
they stop existing. So in the concept of stopping existing, it's like they're
Yeah.
they're erased, as it says, like they're erased. So I assume you would also, as a person, be released because you're a part of your family. And even if not, you wouldn't remember
Oh
them.
my gosh, you brought up a great point. Because, like, what if you're not married? If you erased your family, would that erase you?
Yeah. Oh, even if you are married, because you're still a part of your family. Your family is your
Yeah.
bloodline, your everything that follows. Your wife probably wouldn't be erased. I wouldn't count that. I would almost say it's bloodline related. So your kids, sure. You, sure. Everyone in your family backwards, sure. You basically get removed from the timeline. It changes a lot. And if you don't, you wouldn't remember your family because they're erased. They're not just like, no longer
Yeah.
alive. They're gone, completely gone. So you wouldn't remember them. You would have just never had a
Oh,
family.
man, that's terrifying.
Which then some people would be like, oh, well, if I don't remember, then I guess I could do it because I wouldn't miss anyone.
Yeah, but I don't see that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I
Yeah.
see that point of view and I understand it, but for me personally, I don't think I could. Because,
No, I
like,
couldn't do
even
it either.
though you like, even now, even if you don't know something, you still feel something. So even if you were to remove everything, completely erase it, somewhere in your body, you will still feel that remorse of not having something. If you went your entire life without having a parent, you feel that lack of not having a parent or a sibling. Like, you still feel those kind of things even if you don't remember that you had one. Because like even the people whose parents, like let's say a kid whose mom dies in childbirth, they grew up with like maybe an only dad, but they still want to have that mom. That would be that same feeling.
That's a complicated
Very
scenario.
complicated. We should move on.
I assume people that hate their families would do it.
Probably.
Like, somebody that's like sullen about their mum and their dad, they'd just be like, yeah, whatever. They wouldn't think about any
Oh yeah,
backpedaling
probably.
consequences.
100%. Okay, let's go on to something else, less on a down note. Let's go to something rather interesting. I mean,
That
it
was
was interesting,
interesting.
but I mean, this is just strange, but not a funny strange. So, would you rather know all of the languages in the world or
You're right. This is really a would you
yeah, this
rather
is kind of a would
episode.
you rather, but would you rather know all the languages of the world or know how to play all of the instruments in the world?
All the
And
languages.
why?
So oh, yeah, and why is
And yeah, and why is
implied.
implied. So
Um,
I was just curious, like why languages over instruments? Because I know some people that would pick instruments over languages. I actually know that. I would pick languages. I love languages.
I would pick languages because it's good to know all of those. Like languages means that traveling becomes much more appealing. For
Yeah,
example, going to places like Italy and whatever, Japan, Korea, you can conversate so much better, right? That's the entire thing. Like you can conversate, you can understand what is being said. It's a whole thing, and it's not like you're using up a massive amount of brain power because I would assume it means know them fluently, not know
yeah,
them
yeah.
jaggedly. So You could just talk to anyone about
You could
anything,
you
and
would
it
also be like
also
the
then visiting
freaking
your
best
teeth,
spy in the
and you
world because you could
I
literally
know,
just listen
right?
into people's conversations.
Spying in
Yeah,
the
exactly. You
CIA.
just walk, be like, "Alright, we need you in Russia." "Okay. Welcome to Russia." You're just there.
Welcome to
You're just
Soviet
there, be like,
Russia.
"Now we will talk about
So
whatever with the missiles," and it's like, "Alright, cool. I know everything you're saying." Go to freaking, like, Pakistan, and you're just like, "Yep, I fit in perfectly. I know exactly what you're saying." Go to freaking Africa to one of the little tribes that they're speaking click, and you're like, "Yep."
Like, it's such an interesting one.
That would be actually a cool one to learn. I wouldn't mind learning, like, some African tribe languages just because those seem very out there, and I think that would just be amazing just to be able to be like, "Oh, yeah, these 3 clicks mean hello, I love you," or this click means I'm gonna kill you tomorrow.
The other thing is words that don't translate. So you would know a whole bunch of words that just don't translate to
True.
English, being my primary
And oh my
language.
gosh, you could literally walk around anywhere and just call people names and they would never know what you said.
Until they did
I
punch you in the
mean
face.
I mean, until they did, yeah. Who's gonna freaking spend the time to learn click?
Oh, that's true. You just swear at people quick.
No one's gonna know. Walk around.
It's like swearing at someone in binary. It's way more worth it. You can't even really translate binary to word. It's not what
Yeah.
it's for.
Anyway, so this next one, I'm actually genuinely curious what you would pick, and you can look up stuff too if you'd like. But this one is, if you could have a dinosaur as a pet, what dinosaur would you have? A what?
Nanosaurus.
A dinosaurus? Is
Nanosaurus.
that what you just said?
Nanosaurus.
What is that?
Or a
No.
Nanosaurus. You just said
What? Did you say a nanosaur?
Nanosaurus. A
A
Nanosaurus.
nanosaur. That's a.
Nanosaurus.
I looked it up. And it's a video game. What? Oh,
No,
Nanosaurus. Oh,
Nanosaurus.
I
I'll
see it. I
post
see it.
into
I see it.
Discord.
What the hell is that thing? Small or
The
dwarfed
Nanosaurus.
lizard is the name given to a genus of neomythical dinosaur that lived 155 to 148 million years ago. Why this?
Hang on.
It's fossil known for the form of it.
I
Formation in the southwestern United States.
uh
How, also, you had a quick answer to that. Can you
pack animal.
explain to me how you know this dinosaur and why? that was that
Like
was
pack
way too
animal.
fast.
It's a pack animal.
But if you had it as a pet,
It's my default dinosaur. You know how people have like, oh, I would like to be a Stegosaurus, where they like, how somebody will already have a
yeah, I
pre-known
freaking
thing.
don't.
Well, I do, and it's an Nanosaurus,
See,
so
mine would
whatever.
be oh, what is that bird? It's like the
Incredible Nanosaurus fact for kids.
see, I'm trying to remember what's the giant bird from the dinosaur time? Is it pterodactyl or is it there's one where it's just a massive bird and I was like, I would love that bird just because I want to
I
ride
feel
it.
like it's bigger than a pterodactyl. I mean,
Pterodactyls were small,
pterodactyls
weren't they?
were, and you couldn't hear them pee,
Oh, hold on,
apparently.
what?
Oh yeah, very good. So,
Hold on, how big is a
um,
pterodactyl? I'm actually curious.
why can't you hear a pterodactyl when it urinates? Because the P is silent. The pterodactyl actually starts with P. I hope that's right. The pterodactyl.
Okay, hold on. Uh, I'm just going like the first few things, but
I'm right. It is. It was a bad joke, but it is P. P is silent
yeah, I
in
know.
pterodactyl.
Oh, the P is silent.
See?
I thought no, I thought you said
Yeah,
pee like
I did.
urination.
That's why I said no.
I thought you
There
were
was a
saying
joke
urination.
that I said
I thought you were talking
before.
about like
So I
urine.
was like,
The urine of a pterodactyl is
yeah, I know. That's why I was like, apparently you can't hear them pee or something. It was like,
I was so confused. No, no, I knew the P in pterodactyl was silent. No, no, no. Well, I'm looking up their
yes.
height. So apparently pterosaur or what pterosaurs, whatever, had wingspans of up to 35 feet. I'm riding this bad boy. I am riding this freaking dinosaur. It's a good 10 feet larger than the largest known flying bird to have ever lived. Those massive birds couldn't even fly by flapping their wings. Their bodies were so heavy they had to glide. Oh, well, okay, that's sad. I can't fly, but I can gosh dang
Yeah.
glide. I'm gonna
So they would just very slowly walk to a high ground and
well, not
fall
okay, well, you
off.
gotta think about this. They're massive, right? So, it takes a large amount of energy to generate enough lifting force, correct? So, all we
Yes.
have to do is get a giant slingshot.
I want to talk about dinosaurs. I'm not a dinosaur kid. I like dinosauruses because first of all, small saurus, and second of all, um, pack animal.
Okay, I understand that. See, I just like to fly, and
You're just like the pterodactyl.
yeah, I would like a freaking
Pterodactyl.
pterodactyl as, like, a pet because
Because
you know
you
how
can't
you
hear
know
them
how
breathe.
freaking terrifying that would be. Because like, sure, you have this small little thing. Mine's a giant bird thing with giant talons, and it's just walking behind me.
Well, guess what? I don't care. I'm an omnivore.
What are pterodactyls? Are they I mean, yeah, are they herbivores? Uh, I'm just gonna look this up. I don't know that much about dinosaurs, sadly, because I gave that up whenever I grew up. Uh,
Carnivores mostly feed on fish and small
oh, so they are
animals.
carnivores. Okay. So, ha,
Yes. And
ha,
I'm an
mine
omnivore.
will eat yours.
Well, mine will also eat yours if it gets the chance. It's just not really picky about it because it's not a little bitch boy. Next question.
All right, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. Do. Oh, this is a good one. If you were torturing somebody with music, what is the one track you would play on repeat for days?
Um, Macintosh Plus.
I don't think I've ever heard that. What?
Look it up.
Why is frickin' Leaf is calling me?
He's an idiot. I mean, no. Oh
I
fuck.
mean, I know why he's calling me. He wants me to be in his stream, but that is okay. I looked at Macintosh. What? What? Huh? Vectroid? What the hell is this? Chocolate ginger? What? I'm s
Hang on, I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm posting a link.
hold on. And yeah, no, that's what I'm looking at.
This
That's
song.
exactly what I'm looking at. Aesthetics. I'm not gonna listen to it just in case it accidentally plays the room.
Well, it won't, because mine's not, is it?
No. So, okay, hold on. Let me just hear this. Oh, this song.
Right. But I have like an insanely good ability to listen to them for long periods of time. Well, that song specifically.
I don't think I
Like I
could. I
used
think
to
I would
listen
literally
to it
go
when I
insane.
used to play Destiny. Yeah, well, that's why I said it's the torture song because I feel like some people would just go insane. Well, I listened to it for 3 hours straight at one point. I feel like I could do that for many days.
Oh my gosh.
I'm giving up. Ooh, I'm
Alright, I'm
trying
stopping it
to
there. I'm
tell you
stop
things that you can't buy it.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah,
actually curious now. I
so
don't know what I would
good.
play. What is considered the most annoying song in the world?
Song never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and now they keep on singing it forever just
Uh,
because it is a song that doesn't
most
end.
annoying song ever.
It just goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. Now they keep on singing it forever just because it is a song that does not end. It goes on and on,
Hold
my
on, hold on,
friend. So people
hold
started
on, hold on,
singing
hold
it.
on. So I looked up what is the most annoying song ever, and then what popped up was Jimmy Webb wrote MacArthur Park, which is popularly held as the worst song ever written. MacArthur Park. What? How
Christ.
do you? How? What?
MacArthur
Let's see.
Park.
What the hell is this? Oh, what? How horrible is this song? I have an ad. Oh my gosh. Of course an ad pops up.
Well, that's why I have YouTube Premium, Druz.
I
Get
have
with the
YouTube Premium, but
times.
it's on Lavender Octocast. It's a 7-minute song.
Yeah. No.
That okay.
What in God's name? It's not. It would definitely get under your
Oh, wait, no, but
skin.
imagine for days, like, doing this for a whole month listening to this one song.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it would get under your
Holy
skin.
hell. That is horrible. I can
Well,
understand now. Holy crap. I skipped halfway to the song, and it's just as boring as the beginning. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
my brain hole. What are we? Am I
I'm
gushing out the
I'm
song?
listening to it. I skipped to 408.
Oh no,
Oh my gosh. Oh my
is
gosh.
it
Skip to
is it just
6. Skip
getting
to
worse?
6. Skip to 6 minutes. It changes pace.
Alright, I'll skip to 6. You're so excited. You're so excited about a changing pace, I'm amazed. Oh, what the heck?
You see, it's such okay, people listening, look up look up MacArthur Park and go to 6 and listen to, like, the first, like, minute of it to how horrible it is, and then skip to 6 minutes into it, and it's completely different.
I'm amazed at the build up as it gets
Yeah, I know,
further in. Oh, it goes back to slow tempo at 6:30. Oh, I was yelling kinda because it was
yeah, it's
really
really
loud
loud
in
in my
my
ears
ears.
too.
Alright, next question.
Yeah.
Fuck this question. Dumb question. Too hard to answer on a
I
podcast.
mean, not really, we had a good little jam session.
Yeah, we did. We were just hanging out. Everyone else was like, "What are they listening to? Because they can't hear it, but we can. It's in our hearts, our souls, our minds. It's not about the music, but the
Oh
friends we
my
made
gosh.
along the way. And the friends I made were none."
The
Next question.
friends I made with none except Lady Death, who has come tonight. Anyway, so the next question
To help me sleep real tight? Alright, next question.
to help you wait, to tuck you in at night? Help me sleep real tight?
Yeah.
She put me on a flight?
To my eternal,
My
blight?
eternal demise. That's really what it is. Anyway.
No, it doesn't rhyme.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so this will probably be our last one for this session. So,
Alright.
you're at a train track. You notice that your 4-year-old daughter is tied on the track in which the train is coming. You have a split second to flick a switch, which would send the train down the next track. To your horror, your wife is tied to that track. What do you do?
Save my daughter.
You would save your daughter or kill your daughter? Oh, I think it's you'd
I'd
kill
save
your
my
daughter. I
daughter.
was actually surprised. I was gonna be
No,
like,
I'd
"Hold
save
on,
my
you would
daughter.
just kill your daughter?" But hold on, think
So,
about this. Okay, think about this. So,
this is because I would
yeah,
love
so
my
4-year-old
wife.
daughter versus wife. Some people like I know, like I don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a girlfriend, but like
Thanks for
I mean, I don't
reminding
have
me.
one either. So we're both sad. Anyway, 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 but like I feel like that'd be different if like you had that person and they sat in that room with you and you got asked this question, be like, "What would you say?" You know what I mean? Because I think the stakes change. Like I don't really think it changes because I think a daughter is still daughter or son, whichever, is still
Okay, so that question you just brought up that point. So you're put in a room with the person that you're about to kill, and of course you're going to feel worse about your answer. But what if you're put in a room with both of those
Exactly.
people? You have to have that
Exactly, that's what I was
conversation
about to
with both
bring
of
up
them.
because I was gonna say because even if you have that 4-year-old daughter, you would still probably pick that 4-year-old daughter even if she was in that room with you and the mother because the mom would probably also say to save the daughter.
Yeah. And if the mum didn't, then obviously it wouldn't be a right match because the child is
Yeah.
important.
Although I will say there is a
Yeah.
counter argument. There's a counter
Not you,
argument because I was talking with somebody with this, like not you. This is also like 2 or 3 years ago. We were just talking about like the trolley problem, whatever it is, and they
Yeah, your
yeah,
family
yeah,
or your
yeah.
400
Well,
billion
they brought up
problem.
this situation. It was like, what if it's like your daughter and your wife, or I mean, or your son and your wife, and they said "Well, it depends on how old he was, how old his wife is, and how old the kid is. Because if the kid is just like a baby and his wife is still able to have kids, he would save his wife to have more kids." And I was like, "Hold on, what?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, because then you can at least raise like a good family with a father and a mother. You just lost out on that one kid. But if you can still have kids after that, then you are having other kids which you value them more because you just lost that one kid." Which is
That's an
yeah,
interesting
it's like
dilemma. That is very much based on the age of your daughter, yeah. So if it was like, I'd say if my daughter was, fuck, in that case, I still want to say I'd save my daughter. Like, regardless, I feel like I would,
I feel like
as a
yeah, I feel like
person,
most people
be
would because
protective.
I feel like I would also save the kid too. That's a hard one because well, it's not okay, it's hard, but it's also not extremely hard, if you know what I mean.
It's not that I want to kill my
Yeah,
wife. It's
exactly,
just
like
like in that split second, you have two feelings. You have the maternal, like fatherly love, and then you have the lifetime love that you've had with your wife that you've, unless you guys have just met and got married, but like you have two separate types of love, and which one do you really think is going to take over? The, oh, but my precious wife or my
yeah,
sweet daughter? Like, sweet daughter makes more
yeah.
sense anyway.
I don't know.
The split second of thinking, so you're relying on those feelings, not actual thought. You have no time to think about it.
True. Anyway, let's see. Let's end
Oh,
off with one last one. Yeah.
yeah.
Only because we're not gonna answer it. We're gonna leave it up to the audience. We're gonna use this one.
Oh, that's stupid. I mean, hooray! Not that word that I said.
So the last question we're gonna leave off to the audience, and we'll answer next time, is if you had to lose one of your 5 senses, which one would you lose? And why? So answer that in the comments down below. If you liked it, hit the like button, leave us some feedback, promote it, call us names, who
I
cares?
want to answer it. I'm gonna answer it in the comments.
You're gonna answer it in the comments?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you answer in
will.
the comments. I'll answer it in the comments too. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Do you wanna hit us off?
Um, uh, um, words, bad things, don't do them. Bad things are bad. Stay alive, don't die.
That's not
If you were listening, that's great. If you weren't, that sucks. Bye.
We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.